You
In a couple of
you
years.
mentioned yesterday about being concerned about matching Purdue's intensity. Considering who they've played, I mean, is that the concern that they've been able to save some of that up for this moment?
Oh, this is their Super Bowl. This is the biggest game on their schedule by far.
So far, anyway.
Well, yes, there's no question about it. But again, when we're going to get everybody's best shot, we know that. I think I was referring more towards we have to make sure on our end that we take care of our players and don't do too much, you know, because there's so many things we can work on. We could be out there 3 hours. We're 90 minutes in practice right now. But some coaches would want to be there for 2.5 to 3, but yet you lose that on Saturday.
Right.
And we've got such a rugged schedule ahead of us. I think I was referring to that balance.
How realistic, in accordance with that, how realistic is it to expect your team to be at an emotional peak 12 times a year?
I try to keep them away from being emotional and more about loving to play and playing with enthusiasm. I think when you get emotion, as you know, it can come up and come down. But if you really love what you're doing and you love to play, that's why in recruiting I want guys that love to play. Whether there's 81,000 in that stadium or nobody showed up, would you still love to play? So I think if you work on emotion as being the watchword, I think you're up for some rocky times. I really look for enthusiasm. So keep them fresh, keep them excited, and I think that carries the day.
How relevant is that best shot to the outcome of the game? You know, at the end of the night or end of the day, how much does that matter?
Getting their best shot?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter at all. You know, I think what we're saying is that they're not, when we play a team, we're going to have to win the game because they're not going to give it to you.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm referring to more than anything else is that you got to go win the game. You can't wait for them to give it away to you because this is a game that they circle on their calendar.
Brian, you've allowed 6 points in the third quarter this year. You held 3 of your 4 last opponents last year scoreless in the third quarter. Not a coincidence, I wouldn't think.
No. That's what we're trying to build here. You know, we knew that our success was going to be linked towards building a defensive philosophy and a mentality and the way we play. We'll get. I mean, I've looked at 15 years of recruiting at Notre Dame. The skill players will find their way here. We're going to get. We have to continue to develop our defense, and you know, we're building a mentality and a confidence level that needs to continue to grow.